Hello, and welcome to JunkWax, the channel all about trading cards nobody gives a crap about but me. I care. Well, I normally care, but I don't really care about this. I just picked it up for the hell of it. These are fake football cards from Spain. Yeah, I bought more fake Spanish junk whilst I was there than just the Pokemons. These are apparently Euro 2024 Germany cards. Yes, very legit, very real, very sportsman. But then, in a land inaccessible to the rest of the world, Premier Dueling High School, the Duel Academy, educates promising young duelists on their future, on their full potential. However, little does the school realise that things are about to change with the arrival of the greatest duelist of all. That's from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so... Yes, we have Euro 2024 Germany sportsman cards with Yu-Gi-Oh! Description on the back. I'm sure these cards are very legit. Could I be the greatest sportsman's duelist of all time? Let's find out, shall we? Okay, I only bought 2 packs of these because, well, yeah, it's not as interesting as Pokemon. But on here we have this guy, and let's see what sportsmans we get in this totally legit trading card game from Spain. I'm also curious as to why it's in English. Like, all the other cards I saw in Spain were in Spanish, so maybe these are just... Why can't I get in here? They don't want me to be the greatest duelist of all time. Either that or I'm just weak. I'm weak. Fucking hell, like, for real. Come here. This is sealed with fucking adamantium, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, like, for real. Okay, what the fuck is this? Okay, well, they feel good quality. They look okay, apart from, like, obviously, they're a bit off-center here, but we have a shiny, and it's of this man. Okay, these look like they're knockoff, what is it, Match Attacks? So, the cardstock is pretty good. They have a nice foil. It's really badly off-center, and it just looks like Match Attacks. So, I guess that's what this is. This guy, he's bang bang. He's clearly a Mick Foley fan. Loves a bit of Cactus Jack in the wrestlings. And then this guy, who's growing a hand out of his back. That's cool, I guess. And then this guy, who's, I don't know, dogging air. He's... Yeah, and then there's this guy, who clearly just won £1 on the lottery. His numbers came up, well, at least 3 of them, and he's like, oh yeah, bro. And then there's this guy, Marco Reus, from the Germanies. And then there's this guy, who is just... Who are these people? Well, he doesn't even have a second name. Lewandowski. He's like... so fucking famous. He's like the Zendaya. He doesn't need a second name. Frederick de Jong. Okay. This guy. And then there's this guy who looks shocked that he's allowed to play football. He's like, oh my god, they let me out. And then there's this guy. Yeah, I think these are Match Attacks. Just not legit. But I'm going to be the greatest duelist of all time. Can I open this pack easier than the first one? Yes, I can. The first one was a test. If you want to get into the Duel Academy, you've got to be able to open this pack. And I did. It may take a while, but I did. So I'm officially in. And what shiny do we get today with the sportsmans? Oh, upside down. There we go. Kevin D. Bryn. This guy. A lovely shiny. Lovely in green. And then we have this guy. And then this guy. And this guy. And that guy. Wow, these are really cool cards. These are a little bit more centered. They're a bit better. They cut them a bit better. But they're still fake as fuck. This guy. Wow, this guy's here. He's from the Great Britons. He's probably my neighbour. I should know him. This guy, who's bringing back the 2000s era frosting. This guy, who's he's on drugs. He thinks he's playing football. He thinks he's kicking the ball, but there's nothing there. There's nothing there. But we don't tell him. He's having a great time. And then there's this guy. Holy shit. And then this guy, who forgot he was supposed to be playing football today, and they just pushed him out the door, and he's like, oh shit. But, okay, cool. Well, these are fake as fuck. They're not legit in any way, but they're printed quite well, I guess. The card stock is good. And these cost me like 50 cents a pack. So I guess that's cool if you don't want to be buying the JIT match attacks or whatever the fuck they're called for some reason. But anyway, that was that. How interesting. I was very interested in all of the sportsmans. I recognise every single one of these sportsmans. I'm lying. I don't know any of them, but that was cool, and they were cheap, and they're pretty decent if you just want a cheap alternative and you don't want to just print them off at home on your mum's ancient HP printer that's barely got any ink. But okay, yeah, that was cool. I'll be back next week with something actually interesting. I promise. I really promise. I do. I think it's interesting. Bye.